working, so give me a minute while I figure out how to set up the camera correctly. Unfortunately, YouTube kind of changes the view on me a little bit, and so I just want to make sure that you guys can see as much of my table as possible, which is important to me. I hope that you guys are doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know that you're here. Say hi, tell me where you're from, maybe a little bit about yourself. I would love to get to know my audience and the people that watch my videos. So feel free to say hi, and if it's your first time watching, don't forget to let me know that as well. It's important that I make you feel welcome. Hey Monica, how are you doing, honey? Virtual hugs to you. Hey Maleta. All right, hopefully we will be getting started in the next few minutes. I think I'm happy for the most part with the camera. I'm just gonna double check. I don't want to be crooked, but I think that should be good now. It takes about a minute to get the camera just right. You're welcome. I'm glad you're doing okay. Everybody give Monica a virtual hug in the chat, okay? Just do it for me. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Rose. I hope everybody is doing as best they can. And I am going to do a little bit of housekeeping notes while everybody starts rolling in. Hey, Lee. I don't know where John is, but we're going to have to get on to him if he doesn't get on here soon. He was doing a lot of yard work the past few days, and I think he's trying to finish everything up. Hey, Sharon. Is it your first time watching? If it's your first time, let us know in the chat, because we like to welcome everybody that is their first time in a special way. Everybody tells them welcome, and we want to welcome you into our community. We have a really fun group of ladies in the chat, and I hope that you will become a regular. Hey, Lou, thanks for joining us. Thanks for giving her hugs for me, guys. I appreciate it. Well, welcome, Sharon. We're so happy to have you as a first-time watcher. Hey, Kimberly. How are you? It's very exciting to welcome everybody in once the lives begin, because we have such a good time. We have a really great group that watch on Tuesday nights, and we're slowly building up our Thursday afternoons. Where are you? You said you are from Fallbrook, San Diego, so California, Sharon. Fantastic. Well, I hope that you enjoy the project today. All right, let me start with announcements so that we can get to our fun project. And if anybody has any questions, toss them into the chat. Sherry is in the chat, Sherry Gray, and you'll see she has like a little blue highlighted name with a little wrench next to it. She is my designated moderator. She will look things up if you have questions about products, or if you need item numbers or things like that to place orders. Sherry is your girl for that. One thing that I will like to say is I love to receive your cards and projects that you have made. And if you would love to send them to me virtually, you can send them to my email at kelly@inkyhandswarmhearts.com. And if you would like to mail me a card, I love getting those as well. This is my address. I'll put it here on the side. It's a little bit less busy on that Card Fiesta announcement. Well, I'm so excited. This is a really fun way. I had hand surgery on both wrists and continue to stamp even throughout it. So Foot surgery, same thing. You need to find something fun to do, and watching videos is always a great way, Sharon. And then you can learn how to do. Do you have any stamping experience? Hi, Tian. Thanks for joining us. I saw you sneak in there, but I didn't get a chance to say hi. And hello, Eileen. Thanks for joining us. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. I really appreciate that. We have a really great community here, Sharon, and I think you will find it that the ladies are very kind and welcoming, and we get to know each other, and then we check up on each other and things like that. So it's a really great community in my lives. All right, so I guess that's good for that. Now let's talk about my June host code. I always forget to put my host codes up, but I'm gonna put them up because then people look for them and they don't know how to do them. So if you order $50 or more from me in a month, you get a tutorial bundle. And any order under 150, I would ask if you could use my host code. So my June host code is this right here. It's located on my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. If you go to the blog, it's on the side bar on the right side, and you can get the information there. It's actually a clickable link. So if you go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and you click on blog, and then you see the little box that has this host code in it, it'll say June host code, and it has little hearts in it. If you click on that picture, it takes you right to my store, and it puts the host code in your basket for you. You don't even have to type it in. So it's a really great way, if you want to place an order with me, to not have to remember the host code. You just click on it and keep going. Yes, Sharon, I like to do both scrapbooking and card making. So if you guys are looking to place an order, I would appreciate it if you use my host code. It helps me to keep bringing these videos to you. So let's move on to local news, which is my card fiesta. I have a card class at a Mexican restaurant every other Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30. We usually get there at noon, and then we eat first, and then after we eat, we start making cards, and it's a lot of fun. So if it is something that you're interested in and you're local to the Virginia Beach area, or if you come here on vacation and want to take a class on a day that I am having a class, these are the dates through the end of the year. So this June 15th is the next one, and then we'll have one again on the 29th. And it's at LS Teca in Virginia Beach. It's right near Virginia Beach Town Center, and it's very easy to find. They have really great food, and we have a bunch of really fun people that come to class. So I'd love to have you be a part of it. I do ask that you RSVP so that I'm ready for you. And yeah, so that's coming up, so I wanted to talk about that. I would like to talk to you about my Inky Hands membership. The membership is video tutorials that you receive every week. So if you join the membership, you'll get 2 video tutorials in your inbox. I told you, Sharon, we have the best community. Our people are awesome. I wish you lived closer to Tian. I would love to have you at class. But if you ever vacation in this area, you need to come see me. That's how I got to meet Sherry in person, because she vacationed here and came to my class. She's been twice now. And she's coming back in September. Membership is so much fun, right, Monica? So it's $7.99 a month, so $2 a week. And you get 2 video tutorials in your inbox every single week. And on the months that have 5 weeks, 5 Fridays, you get 5. You get 10, I mean, because you get 2 a week. But most months you get 8 tutorial bundles, and it's a $7.99 membership. It comes with a Facebook group. It comes with 2 challenges a month, and I send my cards out to people who participate in the challenges. So I do that on a rotating basis. It's not the best card, or we don't pick favorites, because everybody has their own stamping style. I love that everybody just contributes and participates in the challenges with whatever stamp sets that they have, whatever they have in their stash, and I think that's really a lot of fun and pretty awesome. So what we do is we do a color challenge and we do a sketch challenge, and those are also posted in that group, and it's just a fun way to join a really great community of people for a very low price. And it's not just video tutorials. There's techniques that you learn, tips and tricks along the way. If you have watched me at all, you know that I am constantly giving you guys tips and tricks and ways to make things a little easier for you. I appreciate you guys talking about the membership. Lovely Melena, I hope that you can be there this Saturday. Let me know for sure. Thank you, Eileen. I appreciate having you in my membership. Yay, Monica, I'm so excited you're going to join our challenges. We do have fun with those challenges. But if you would like more information about the Inky Hands crew and need a little bit more clarification, it's all located on my website. So if you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, which is right here at the top of my screen, Inky Hands plural, Hearts plural, and inkyhandswarmhearts.com. If you go to the menu and you click on memberships, all the information for my Inky Hands crew membership is there. I'm telling you guys, you get 2 videos a week for free on my YouTube channel, but they get 4 videos a week. They get the 2 freebies and 2 extras, and they get really awesome projects for the extras. So you're not going to want to miss it. Try it for a month. There's no commitment. It's not like you have to stay in forever. You can try it out. If it's not for you, you don't have to keep it. But the membership is a really fun way to get additional ideas for the products that you're purchasing. All right, let's keep going. Let's talk about my June tutorial bundle. Like I said, if you use my host code and you do a $50 order in the month of June, you will receive this tutorial bundle. These are the sneak peeks of the projects, and there's 41 projects. Hey Mima, thanks for joining us. Great, Lou, I'm so happy that you're going to be there on Saturday. So 41 projects with a $50 order from me on a monthly basis. And it's not 41 every time. We've had 50 something before, but it just depends on who participates. I collab with a bunch of demonstrators, and whoever has time puts one together. I do it every single month. It's just a way that I can provide a lot of projects with a lot of different stamp sets for my customers at a very low price point, a $50 order. So if you have ordered from me in the past and it has been $50 or more, you have received a tutorial bundle in your inbox. And this one for June has 41 projects, so don't miss out. Where else can you get 41 PDF tutorials in 1 month for just a $50 order? All right, so let's talk about this month's special. You can get an extra 10% off all stamp and die bundles. And so you can go to the website and there'll be a section for the promotion, and it'll list all of the stamp and die bundles that are eligible for this. It's not punch bundles, just die bundles. So stamp and die bundles are what are included in the 10% off special. And you can also get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, the mini and the regular size, for 10% off as well. So don't miss out. It's only until the end of June, and I would love to have you grab a couple bundles and get a good deal on them. These are some sneak peeks for some online exclusives that are coming, and the reason that I show you them is to entice you to join my team. I would love for you to be a preferred shopper underneath me, or a team member, part of my It's a Matter of Heart group. I would love for you. Oh, it should come back though, Monica, hopefully by the end of June. But The Potions and Spell bundle is going to be a really fun bundle, and it is coming for customers in July. We get to pre-order them in June, and so I have pre-ordered that one. For those of you who know me, I love Halloween, and I usually do 28 days of Halloween. I'm not sure what I'm going to do this year with Halloween, but for sure, this little Potions and Spells and Hocus Pocus kind of stuff I love. All of the fun side of Halloween. So there's also this really beautiful leaf bundle. Coming up in July, you will be able to get this online exclusive stamp set. It's a part of a suite where you get the bundle, you get the DSP, there's a vellum paper pack. Here's the first bundle, here's the second bundle. There's ribbon, embellishments, and then an everyday greeting set. There's also this other online exclusive that's coming with this beautiful all-season designer series paper. And there's a bundle that goes with that. Embellishments and more ribbon. So those are just some sneak peeks of things that will be coming up. So I like to get you guys excited. Yes, Halloween is so much fun. Yay, Kimberly, I can't wait to get mine. I think it's coming tomorrow. So let's talk about Kits collection. Kits happen twice a month. They come at the beginning of the month. They give us 2 kits. Great, Rose. I'm so excited that both of you will be at the meeting. At the Card Fiesta class. So Kits collection this month for June, they have this gorgeous one called Expressions of Kindness. And it has some really beautiful cards, pretty purples and blues and greens, really, really well done. It's $23. You get 8 cards in that pack. And then there's a travel journal, which for all of you scrapbookers out there, or for people that like to take trips and make mini albums, this is the kit for you. It's $22, and it includes all these cute little stickers and embellishments to put on your pages and your album itself, your mini album. So this is really exciting. I was very excited when I saw the Scenic Route Travel Journal kit. And then last month's kits were Hello Hollyhocks. I'm actually going to have this one at the Card Fiesta, so if anybody wants to purchase it, let me know and I will bring it into the Card Fiesta for you guys. And then I have City Sights kit. I won't be bringing that one with me. I think I only ordered extra of the other. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Lee, that you cannot come to class on Saturday, but I hope that you will be watching some of the Stamp Camp, because that will also be on Saturday and Friday. Maybe you can send me a message after the live and let me know what's going on. But I hate that you're not going to be able to make it to class. April's kits are really cute as well. We have this pet kit and then this one with the honeycomb, which is a really fun surprise when you open your card and have those in the center. All right, let's talk about Paper Pumpkin. Today is the first day of the July Paper Pumpkin kit, and I am so excited about Paper Pumpkin for July. If you have not been getting Paper Pumpkin or have it on pause for a while, you are going to want to unpause it for this kit. Hey Clem, thanks for joining us. Oh my gosh, this kit is going to be stunning. I kind of saw a sneak peek, not of the card bases, but of one of the die cut pieces. There's going to be die cut sentiments like this. I am super, super excited for it. It's going to have 9 cards, 3 each, 3 designs. It's going to include printed cards, coordinating envelopes, pre-cut paper pieces, and embellishments. And listen to the coordinating colors. Calypso Coral, Gray Granite, which is our Stampin' Spot, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, and Old Olive. These are going to be gorgeous, and I'm ordering at least 3 of these kits. I usually order 2, but I'm ordering 3 because I am very excited about this Paper Pumpkin kit. Not to mention that it comes in this gorgeous box. And Paper Pumpkin is a really great way for you to give a gift of crafting to someone else. So if you want to buy a 3-month kit for them, and it could be a really great present, and people are able to work on their projects. They get a surprise in the mail every month, and it's a really great gift to give. For those of you that do subscribe to Paper Pumpkin underneath me, we have a meeting the last Friday of every month to work on our kits, and we haven't had it for a while because people have not been showing up, but I would really like to bring that back up and have people join on Zoom the last Friday of the month. Also, the third Sunday of the month in the afternoon, I do a kit class for anyone who purchases a kit from me in the month, and I would love to have you be a part of that as well. So join us with Paper Pumpkin if you're not a subscriber. But because July is the next quarter, we have a new add-on. So you can purchase the new die add-on for the next quarter, which is July, August, September. So this is the July one. It's a gorgeous flower, probably one of the flowers that's in this gorgeous kit. The word hooray, which is going to go with our August kit, and then September, which is a leaf. So I'm super excited about the new die coordinating add-on. It's only $12. It is available for Paper Pumpkin subscribers only. And I hope that if you have not tried Paper Pumpkin up until now, that you will try this kit. All right, that's enough about Paper Pumpkin. What else do I want to talk about? I'm part of a design team that has 13 demonstrators from all over the world, internationally, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, the UK, and the United States. And so there's 13 of us. We get together every month and we put together a PDF tutorial, and you can purchase that on a monthly basis. The only months you can't purchase the tutorial are our stamp camp months, but you can purchase and come to our stamp camps. And the stamp camp is happening in June, but it actually is our May promotion. So in June, I will have another tutorial kit, and it will be masculine cards, so I'm quite excited. For right now on my website, I have fun folds up there. I have anything but a card, techniques, and then I will have the masculine cards up there a little bit later in the month of June. So I hope that if you would like to purchase one of my Creativity Abounds design team PDFs, I would be very grateful for the support. I also have paper piecing patterns that are Easter and Halloween. These are some of the projects that I make for those holidays. And I actually hand draw the patterns. And when I have a project that's hand drawn, I sell the patterns separately. And so this was our 2023 and 2024 Easter patterns, and then I had 2023 and 2022 Halloween, and 2024 Halloween will be coming soon. So I hope that you will participate, and if you don't have these paper piecing patterns, that you will purchase those from me and help support small business. All right, that was a mouthful of announcements, guys. Let's talk about our bundle this week. We are using Beach Day, and it is on page 75 of the new catalog. Kimberly, that is amazing that she does that. My daughter is not interested in stamping. She just doesn't, she's just over it, I think. I've been stamping since she's like 3 years old. But I wish I had a daughter who wanted to stamp with me, but that's why I have an amazing team who likes to stamp with me. And I'm really blessed in the community that I have every single week on my YouTube videos. So I appreciate you guys so much. I can't tell you enough how much I do. All right, so the Beach Day stamp set is located at the top, and we're going to be using the stamp set and the dies. It's in the Encore section of the catalog, which means that it used to be in a mini catalog or another annual catalog in the past, and now it's not in a bundle purchase. You can purchase them individually, so you can purchase the stamp set and the die individually. I do recommend that you get both though, because they work hand in hand. So let's talk about today's card. It's called My Beautiful Beach Day card. So here is all of the beach items on the front, and I also added quite a scene on the inside. So we are going to have a fun time working on this really fun card, and I hope that you guys will enjoy watching me put it together. So we are going to use the lifeguard stand, and I have stamped that. We're going to use the surfboard, which I have stamped. I've stamped the beach ball. Now you can see that the palm tree is not stamped, nor are the waves in the background. Those are separate, and they are standalone dies from the die set. So here are the waves. This is actually the sand that moves along here. I used this to cut that. And then the palm tree has two sets of palms and then a skinny little palm stem right here. And that's what I used for the palm. On the inside, I stamped our umbrella and cut it out. I stamped our beach chair and cut it out. I stamped the two seagulls. We have one in flight and one standing around, and I cut those out. We have a sand castle, which you can die cut out. And then you have this beach grass, and you can cut that out right there. And then there's a standalone set of grass, standalone flag for the top of our little house. Now, if you put it together without stamping it, you can put one together that way as well. And if you're part of the membership, you will get a card using the standalone lifeguard stand. So I'll show you how to use that one for my members. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to make this really fun card. I'm going to leave my host code up here in case anybody needs that and wants to place an order. So we're going to start with a piece of oh my gosh, I can't even think right now. Summer Splash cardstock. I cannot think. This is one of our new in colors. It's really pretty. I have put a score line in the middle. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to go ahead and put my corners together. I'm going to grab my bone folder and I'm going to burnish. All right, so this is our card base. Now we need two white pieces. One is for the front and one's for the inside. So these are a little bit shorter, a little smaller than the others. So this one is 4 inches by 5 1/4. They're both the exact same size. One we're going to build our scene on the front, and one we're going to build our scene on the inside. So I'm going to put this card to the side. We don't need it for a little while. So I'm going to just move it out of the way, and we're going to start working on our entire scene. So I have all these parts and pieces, so I'm just going to show them all to you. Some I have colored, some I have not. I wanted you to see a little bit of the process, right? But we can't be here all night. So I have colored some things in, and some things we're going to color together. Okay, so we have our sandcastle for the inside. That's colored. We have our beach chair for the inside. That's colored. We have our beach ball. That's colored. We have our umbrella. That's colored. And so is our beach grass and our two seagulls, small and the one in flight. We have our palm tree stem and then our two palm leaf dies. Our surfboard, which is also colored in. Now, I have two pieces here that I have used the die, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So you're going to lay this long skinny die, and you're going to think, well, how did you get it wide? Well, it doesn't cut at the bottom, it only cuts at the top. So I laid it onto my cardstock that I cut down to 5 1/4 inches because that's the size that will fit across my white piece. And I ran that through the die cut machine. I also did the same for this piece. I just moved it to a little bit over so that they didn't fall at the same place. And the reason I did that is I wanted them to add a little depth to our beach. And so those two are going to be layered together. We're going to put a palm tree in between and have lots of fun with these. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the waves and how those work. Hang on, my screensaver popped on and now I can't see your comments. All right, I got it again. Okay, so here's the wave die, and you see all those cool little wave pieces. So the part that has the double lines is the part that you want down, okay? That way it will cut out that second little set of line, but it keeps it attached on the piece. So you don't want to put it on your card like this, okay? You want to put it with that part down, so kind of scalloped downwards. Hey Cheryl, thanks for joining us. So when you place this on your piece, see, I'm going to flip it over now. See how that second piece just falls out and it keeps the same piece attached. So I want you to remember that when you're cutting your waves, that you want to put it on your piece with the scallops downwards. All right, so that's a tip for those. All right, let's color a little bit of our lighthouse stand, okay? I'm gonna grab a scrap paper and I'm gonna bring you guys down because I like you to be able to see what I'm doing and not have to worry and look and figure out what's happening, okay? So we're gonna use some Stampin' Blends, and I have used dark and light Daffodil Delight for the main part of the lifeguard house, okay? So I'm going to start with the light. And I like to outline as I color, okay? So I do each little section a little at a time. And I kind of outline and then I fill in the middle. When I do that, that way I don't go outside of the lines. So I outline and then I fill in the middle if it needs filling in, okay? So then I'm going to do there, there, number 27, and then we have to do right here in between, all right? And then there's this tiny little piece down here, okay, of yellow. We're also going to do the entire roof the same. All right, so now I'm going to come in with my dark daffodil, and I'm going to accent with the dark. And then we're going to add a little bit of light over the top to lighten some parts. This helps gives you a nice base for your blending by adding the light at the bottom. It's just what I like to do. All right, let's work on the roof here. And then we'll do the door. All right, so now we're gonna lighten some parts. So I'm gonna kind of add a little bit of light here, a little bit of light here. The thing about blends is they actually do layer over the top of each other well. You would think a light colored marker, you're never going to see it over a dark, but with the blends, they actually do show. And I'm going to do the underside of the roof just slightly, okay? So there is my accents on there. Now I'm going to use my light Summer Splash, which is also one of the in colors, and I'm going to go around the window frames. And this one I'm just going to use the one color. All right, and if you look closely, I went a little bit outside of the line right there with that color. So I want to show you, we have a color called a color lifter. And if you take it and just put it right here at the end, you can see it's wetting my scrap paper. I'm just very gently coloring that edge. Because these bleed, it's going to take that green and it's going to push it back in where it came. Okay, you just have to give it a little minute. But I don't try to go outside of the lines, but you know, everybody's not perfect and you make mistakes. So when you do, the color lifter can be your friend. All right, so now we have our little border, and this is the color that I used for our surfboard as well. You're so welcome, Joyce. I hope that you had a really great birthday. Or it's coming up, right? I think I sent it a little early. Oh no, it's today, Joyce. It's Joyce's birthday today, everybody. Everybody tell Joyce happy birthday. I try and send them at the beginning of the month because if not, I forget. And I don't ever want to forget anybody's birthday. I'm going to give this one more pass over. I really want it a little darker, I think. Yay, I'm so happy that I looked. It's today. Happy birthday, Joyce. Okay, so now I'm going to work on with the dark crumb cake. I'm going to do all of the wood pieces here, the little walkway up to the top of the lighthouse, not lighthouse, the lifeguard house. So I'm going to do all of the ones that go up and down first. I'm going to do this little line here in the middle just so that I can try and avoid getting this lifeguard piece. I'm also going to do those pieces. All right, and now we're going to do the ones going across. Yay, I'm so glad I looked and we got to wish Joyce happy birthday. I do appreciate you guys so much. You don't even know how much you guys mean to me. Stamping is the best place because the best people stamp. And I truly feel blessed that I have such an amazing community of stampers that are part of my life. Whether we have met in person or we've only met online, I truly, truly count you guys as my friends and part of my stamping family. And I'm very, very grateful for stamping for that very reason. All right, so that was the dark crumb cake. We're going to use the light crumb cake to come across this little rope area here. And it's attached right on that section. So I'm just going to go over that a few times there. And last color we're going to do is Poppy Parade. And I'm going to use the dark. And we are going to do the flag here. And then we're going to do these inner pieces, and then I'm going to try and get rid of that little bit of green that I got on this white part. Let's see if I can do it. So here comes the color lifter, and so this time I'm going to push it towards that direction. So I'm just going to, just little by little, just very light strokes, just try and color that end right there clear. And voila. Well, we feel blessed to have you part of our group, Kimberly. You as well, Tian. Oh, you are so, so nice. Stampin' Up! Has been in my life since I was a young mom. My son was 1 and my daughter was 3 when I started stamping. And I didn't have any family here. My family was 6 hours away, and my husband's family was 10.5 hours away. And the ladies that would come to my classes became my children's grandma, my children's aunts. They loved my kids, and I cannot thank stamping enough for helping me when I was a young mom. So I really feel blessed to have you guys in my life. You mean a lot to me. And in fact, you know, my kids still call Cheryl Martin, who's in here, Grandma Cheryl. And so I just feel really, really blessed to have you guys part of my life. So thank you for coming in on a weekly basis and being part of my stamping journey. So there's our cute little lifeguard house. Yes, Lee and I have been friends for 20 plus years, so. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to move this out of the way, but instead of coloring, I'm going to show you how to put together the palm tree. All right, so we're going to have this piece and then the 2 greeneries. I'm going to bring my silicone mat out because when the glue comes out, I make a mess. And so we're going to start by putting this one down first. And you can put whichever one you want down. Oh, see what I mean? I make a mess. I put too much glue. And then we're going to go ahead and layer this one on top. And then we're going to put what's left right there. I wish you could come to the beach sooner, Sherry. I always love when you and Mom come, and I love spending time with you guys. All right, so there's our palm tree. You can put it together any way you want. You can have it leaning more, laying more, however you want your palm tree. So there's our little palm tree. So that's ready to go. Let's get our piece here, and I'm gonna lay them. I'm actually not gonna glue them all the way down. So what I'm gonna show you is I'm just gonna put a thin line of glue along the thinner one, and I'm going to attach it here, but I'm not gonna put a ton because I want to be able to tuck things underneath there, like this little palm tree. So I'm gonna put a little bit at the top here, and I'm going to tuck this little palm tree under here, okay? So we want that one tucked in. All right, so now I'm going to use my crumb cake ink pad, and there's a little stamp in the stamp set that has some seashells on it. I gotta find it. Here it is. So I'm gonna ink it up and stamp it. You'll see how cute it is. So we have this one. See how cute that is? And so I wanted to put it in a few spots, but I didn't want all of it. So I'm angling and moving, and I just want some dots here and there. And so it's just going in bits and pieces like that. Hi, Milani! I was just telling them how I was a young mom and I started stamping, and that stamping is just such an amazing community of people. All right, so next we're going to add our waves to the background, okay? So I'm gonna put a line of glue just on the bottom of this piece. Hey, Milani, are you coming Saturday to the stamping at the Mexican restaurant? All right, so next comes our pool party, and we're gonna do a little ink blending. So I'm just going to move this out of the way temporarily. We're going to bring in our pool party, and I'm going to grab a scrap paper. And we're going to do some ink blending. I'm going to grab like this. And then I'm going to start off the side, and we want to make our sky pool party, and we just want it to have that light hint of blue green in the sky. This is such a pretty color. I love it, and this is why I'm using it. It's probably my favorite color. I do love pink. Pink's my favorite color, but my Stampin' Up colors change favorites a little bit at a time. Yay! Okay, Lee, whatever you got to do, you got to change what you're doing because you're the only one not coming on Saturday. So there is our pool party. Now, I know it's a little hard to see. My lights are very bright. So I try and, let me see if I can reflect light onto you. But anyway, there's our pool party background, okay? So we're going to now attach this whole piece onto that pool party piece that we just added the ink onto. So I'm just going to put a little bit across. I'm going to put here and a little bit on my palm tree. All right. And watch, I'm going to do it upside down. I'm going to trust myself. So I'm going to join these edges here like I do when I put my card together, and that edge. All right. Hey, not bad. Okay, so I did not attach my palm tree for a reason, because you see how far it's sticking off? So we're gonna move it. So when we attach it down, we're just gonna slide this over slightly. Okay? There we go. Now we can add our little, I'm gonna bring you guys up just a hair so that you can see a little bit close, but not so close that. All right, so now we're gonna add our Stampin' Dimensionals to the back of our lighthouse, or lifeguard house. Lighthouse, I'm trying to say, but I don't mean lighthouse, you know what I mean. All right, so that's probably good for the big ones. Let's get the little minis out and let's start using these little puppies. Putting them everywhere. Because you guys know me, I use a lot of dimensionals. Here we go, Monica. 9,000 dimensionals later. I can't help it. Everything has to be able to stick well. All right, let me grab one of my edge pieces. I do go through the edge pieces though, I'll tell you that. All right, so I'm just gonna do a few little cuts. Just a few. I'm gonna pull them all off. All right, so I'm gonna start putting those little skinny pieces along these legs for support. And the edges that I'm talking about is when you're done with a package of mini dimensionals, you have all this wide edge, and I save it, and then I just use it for small little pieces like this. And then that way I have really good support across my projects. There's no sagging allowed. I don't care how old you are, you're not allowed to sag. Neither are your projects. Thank you, Clem. This is a really fun card. I'm gonna do a couple more. I'm gonna do one for there. I'm gonna move this one more towards the middle, I think, and then put this one here. All right, the only other, I need one right there on that very end. So I'm just gonna see if I can cut a triangle, because I think a triangle works right there. All right, so let's start pulling the backs off of our dimensionals, and we will have our card front done, and then we'll only need to work on the inside. Let me get my take your pick tool. I'm gonna get all these little ones off first because they're the hardest to remove, and sometimes I have to get them off with my nails because they're so small and they don't want to come off with the take your pick tool sometimes. But once I have these little ones off, we're good to go. Okay, so let's move these over. All right, let me get my finger unstuck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and let's see how many of these I can pick up at one time. And then let's do the little ones, the minis, and then we'll pick up some more of these guys. And then I'll just grab these two with my fingers, and hopefully they don't end up on my craft room floor. I always say that. Okay, so here's our little lifeguard shack. And we're gonna put this like so. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, isn't it? So cute. I love it. All right, so now we're gonna put our surfboard. So we need a little mini in the front of the surfboard on the tip here. And then we need maybe 2 in the back. And then that's it. We're gonna put wet adhesive here. So let's pull these off, and then we'll put some wet adhesive because it's going to be stuck to this piece here. So we're going to place that down like that, leaning up against the lifeguard stand. And then we need to put a dimensional on our beach ball. We're going to put it over there by the palm tree. All right, so now we just need to stamp our sentiment. It's gonna say, wishing you a beautiful day. And we're gonna stamp that in pool party. All right, let's bring it down here so I can see what I'm doing. All right, make sure it's nice and inked. And then let's get it out of my way so I don't make a mess. Wishing you a beautiful day. All right. Front complete. Let's work on our inside. Let's stick it on. I have to find my card front now. And let's make sure we don't put it upside down. Yeah, mine survive any weather because they're so well glued. Trust me, they'll get there. All right, so here's the front of our card. We have our front done. Let's work on the inside. So we're gonna do our inside. Let's show you again the inside of our card. Look how cute that is. So we need a beach on the inside. And I didn't feel like die cutting another one. I was frankly tired of die cutting. So I drew one. So I'm taking my dark, I'm gonna grab this scrap paper. And I'm gonna draw a little rolling and maybe a little wider right there. All right, and now all we're gonna do is color it in with our blends. All right, and then to get it smooth, you wanna go from one end to the other. And then just let the air dry it, and you will have your own little beach. So on our beach, what are we gonna put? We're gonna put our cute little umbrella, right? So let's start with that while it decides to dry and take its time. I'm gonna grab my tweezers if I can find them. All right, so we're gonna put our umbrella just angled right here by our chair. We're gonna put our red beach chair up because, you know, we gotta hang out and watch the people, right, Mom? So let's grab our chair and let's put it over here. We're gonna check it out. And of course, we're eating like crackers and cheese or something on the beach out of our cooler. And so, of course, you're gonna get a visit from a seagull because they're the beach rats. That's what we call them over here in Virginia Beach. So you know a seagull's gonna wander around and go, hey, what are you doing over there? I want a part of that. So, and then he's gonna start squawking and inform his friend, who then flies in from the side and wants in on the action as well, even though you are not sharing your crackers, but they want them. So this one's swooping in from the side. Meanwhile, you have some beach grass growing over here on the side, which I'm just gonna add right there. And I'm just gonna add a smidge of glue behind these pieces here. All right. And that's the beach grass that the little seagull thinks it can hide behind with your cracker when it steals it if you go down into the ocean. So don't do that. And then we gotta build a sand castle, because how else can we dig the sand so deep that people will fall in it? So we have to make some sand castles, of course, so that's important. And so all that I'm gonna do next is take whatever is left of my pool party from the last time and just add a little color so that it's not so stark white. Whatever's left on here is what it's getting. And I need to do this tiny corner up here. All right, so there is our pool party in the background. And then of course, we're gonna add this to the inside of our card. So you see how quick and easy this card comes together. It's a really fun stamp set. Thanks, Rose. I had fun telling the story. If you want to hear some beach stories, Mom and Sherry can tell you some beach stories. They've seen it all. All right, so there is our inside, and look how cute that is. If you write a cute little note to somebody, just telling them you were thinking about them and that you wish that they were with you at the beach. So you could bring some of the stamp set with you, make a few cards while you're hanging out. Sometimes it's a rainy day when you go on vacation and you need a little fun, right? So if you have the mini machine, because you can get that for 10% off this month, you can bring it with you. It doesn't take up any room. It's lightweight. It's pretty fantastic. All right, guys, I'm bringing you guys back up. Let me clean up my mess. Why do we always make such a mess when we stamp, right? But we do every single time. You should see what I always have on my desk when I finish these lives. I never even finished cleaning any of my stamps. Can you even believe that, Eileen? You probably can't. You probably the whole time are going, she hasn't even cleaned her stamps. Because I am always very good about cleaning my stuff. I wasn't feeling it today. So we can clean them now. I would appreciate it if you guys didn't mind sharing this video to your friends or telling them about my channel. I'm really trying to grow. I only have less than 50 people needed to get to 3,000 subscribers, and I would love your help with that. I've been sitting there for a while with 50-ish people needed, and so any help you could give me would be greatly appreciated. And does anybody have any questions for me? Ooh, I have this kind of high, don't I? I think I do. I got a little crazy there, raising it up. I'm gonna put away my Stampin' Blends while I wait and see if anybody has anything that they need me to answer before I let you go. Now I think I brought it too low, but hey, leave it to me. I'll always keep things fun and adventurous. Okay, I finished putting those away. Let's bring back the stamp set though, so that you guys can check out. The dies are a really great part and addition to this fun stamp set, because those standalone dies, getting that really cute palm tree, those waves, it's worth getting. And if you would like to see me on Thursday, I would love to have you be a part of it. That's true, Rose. Absolutely, positively true. Sharon, if you're still here, thanks for joining us on your first time watching me. I hope that you had fun and that you'll be back. I have another live on Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern time, where I will make another project with this beach day set. And if you'd like to join the membership, I'd love to have you be part of my membership, and you can get to additional beach day projects. Thank you, Lee. Aw, no boating, Kimberly. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Clem. It is a lot of dies, Kimberly. It's a really beautiful die set. I'm really pleased with it. Thank you, Eileen. Sorry that you had to leave. And that's very true, Tian. If it's not messy, you're not creating. Lee, I just saw what you said about the seagulls. Oh, I'm so glad Mom loves the card. It's definitely an easy card to make if you die cut everything you need ahead of time. So just stamp all your black and white pieces and then just die cut them all out, and then spend time just coloring when you're in front of the TV, and then the cards come together fairly quickly. So I'm glad that she loves my card. I am very grateful to have you and Mom on my team. Good night, John. Yeah, you got to watch it, Melania. It's a really cute card, and you're more than welcome to come over and borrow my bundle if you'd like to make some. Oh, John's still there. You missed Melania sneaking in on us, babe. For those of you who don't know, John's my husband and my biggest supporter. Yes, Thursdays. You're going to love Thursdays. It's so cool. You're going to love it. I hope that you guys will be here on Thursday. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. And I guess that's it, guys. Take care. Have a fantastic night. And on my website, you can go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com and you can find the replay of this and detailed pictures of the project. So I hope to see you on Thursday. You guys have a fantastic evening. I love you guys and see you later. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!